Hey everyone, C7B here, and today we are going to build together the 1144 real great Gundam Astray gold frame from the Seed Astray series. This is another P Bandai kit, hence the monochromatic box art. And before I'm going to build the regular RG Astray gold frame Amatsumina, I'm going to review this. This kit is priced at 2,800 yens, and let's see what's inside. This is the A runner, the same as the base kit, the RG Astray red frame. And the inner frame B runner is also the same, but with this goldish color instead of red. Next is the C runner, it's the same as well, but with this Rondumi Nasaku figurine instead of logo. Now this D runner is gold, kind of. I don't like this gold, it's just crap, literally. And the E runner is also gold, but with slightly different shade of gold, almost identical. The F runner is also plastic injected gold. Next is the G runner, which is black, and G and the H runner is the same like in the RG ARF. And lastly, the black K runner is the weapon parts. And finally, the sticker sheet, and with English translation, because I guess that's what Bandai doing now, finally. Now, the D and E runner, I can't have them colored like that, so I have them gold plated. So this is how the runners turn out to be. Pretty cool, eh? I like how Bandai make this a different manual altogether, not just having the RG red frame manual and adding extra sheets to it. Although the content is 90% the same, but nevertheless I appreciate the extra effort. I collected all the manual from every kit that I've built, so this is a precious addition to the collection. You can pause the video wherever you like to look at the shopping page. Okay, now for the build itself. At first, I was kinda worried that the gold plating adds too much thickness to the parts, so it would interfere with the snap fit, because of the real great parts are notoriously small, and to get them fit together is just right as it is, without any layer of paint or coating that can hinder the connections between parts. But the plating turns out to be so thin, I've got nothing to worry about the snap fit. And the gold frame itself is one of the 5 identical Astray frames in the story: the red frame, blue frame, this gold frame, and that later evolves to gold frame Amatsu and Amatsumina. Then number 4 is the mirage frames, which I doubt that they're ever going to be in real great form. And lastly, the green frame, that we probably should see a real grade of it soon. The difference of the green frame and the red, blue or gold frame is only in the weapon. So it should be a no-brainer decision for the higher executives in Bandai. Me myself have a spare RGAF laying around, so I will make a reprint version of the green frame when I've got the time. Now, as I was building this real grade, I remembered that I also have the no grade 1/100 of the gold frame, and I believe that the kit is also gold plated and was not a premium or limited. So I hurried off to my storage room and confirmed that it is actually gold plated. Heck, I've got the whole set of no grade 100 of the Seed Astray, including the 2 mirage frames, and I forgot that I have them. Just shout out in the comment section if you want me to review those kits. Anyway, back to the build. As you may notice, I did not include the inner frame B runner to be gold plated. You may wonder why. Well, it's because from the prior builds that I did with the RG red and blue frames, the bicolored B runner doesn't affect the end results very much. The inner frame will mostly be covered with another layer of armor, in this case the D and E runner parts that I've gold plated in the first place. The places where the parts are not covered in other armor parts are on the front of the lower arms and the back of the thighs. and both of those places have gold detailed stickers to cover them. So in the end, it will be okay. I also leave the smaller F gold injector runner unplated because it's only a plate for hands and backpack connection parts. They're not so significant to the end result. And now finishing the build with the weaponry. The rifle, beam sabers and the shield are all the same with the other Astrays, only in gold color accent instead of the corresponding color for the others. These shields have the standard RG shield connector, which we've seen in so many RGs before. And finally the signature bazooka, which I believe was borrowed from a Duel Gundam, correct me if I'm wrong. And I give you the RG Astray gold frame gold plated special. Now don't be alarmed with the new black background, it's my intention to switch the background every 25 review videos. And in contrast of the black, the gold plating really shines, doesn't it? I doubt that Bandai will make a gold coated official version of this kit, but how it turns out, I love every millimeter of it. Accessory wise, the kit have just enough, not too many, not too few. And how the accessory can all be mounted and stored to the kit itself is a plus. I love how Bandai make the set different from the regular, including the sticker sheet which adapt to the finished kit. There are even some choices for the scope stickers for the weapon. You can choose to be regular green or red like I did with the scope of the bazooka. I'm thinking that the green scopes are too mainstream, so I opted for the red scopes instead. And these are the standard beam sabers for all of the RG Astrays, which I love. Well, this beam saber effect to be exact. It's not the usual toothpick of a beam saber effect like most of the Gunplas. The beam saber effect for the RG Astrays are like this. It's like a burst of energy. Very cool. Too bad I will never display the kit like this because the other weapons are too cool to be left laying around. Like this rifle and shield combo. It's a standard look for the Astrays. Well, for many other kits actually. And this look is actually better than the dual beam saber earlier. For me at least. I don't know about you guys. The rifle, like I said before, is a standard weapon for all the Astray frames, and the shield is also a standard with gold parts that indicate that this is an Astray gold frame shield. And one thing about this gold frame is that it actually have one more mode that came right off the storyline. It's when the gold frame got his right hand destroyed after using the rail bazookas that he stole in order to escape from the Heliopolis. Don't ask about the story, this from the wiki. So in this RG, we have one part that acts like a stop for the right arm, replacing the whole right arm and the shoulder armor, and switching the bazooka to the left arm. The downside of this one-armed gold frame is that you have to ditch the shield. You can still store the rifle on the back, but there's no room for the shield. I don't think I will display the kit like this. For comparison, let's pull out the blue frame out from the display. The difference the two have is in the special weapon area, the rail bazooka for the gold frame and the torpedo launcher for the blue frame. I actually want to add the RG red frame to the comparison, but I will review the third-party add-ons of the ARF soon, so I will save the comparison of the three until then. As you can see, the two just a color swap. Without the special weapons, they're just the same kit. Well, with both hands attached to be politically correct. Next, what about the other supposedly bling mobile suit, the Unicorn Fennex? Well, this is a regular high-grade Fennex, which have the same ugly gold as in the RG Astray gold frame before I have it gold-plated. But they actually released the gold-plated version of the HG Fennex, but I don't have it. What I do have is the clear version of the Fennex, along with the rest of the clear HG kits from the Unicorn lineup. I probably will review them soon. Well, now you can see clearly how ugly the gold plastic is without the plating. Just you. On the last note, as a real great collector, I must have this RG Astray gold frame, but not like the original. the gold have to be shiny just like this. So it's ideal to score this an 8 out of 10. The shiny gold just add 2 points on its own. I guess that's all for now, and I'll see you guys soon.